Hello and welcome back to Anywhere But Here, episode 245. My name is Tom and I'm here on my own. Ant's on holiday, so it was up to me to find someone else this time, rather than leave him in the lurch as I did last time. So I've roped in Smokey. I went all the way to York, not just to record the podcast, but you'll find out why we were there in the episode. In the meantime, you can find us at abhpod.com, where you will find two methods of supporting the podcast. First one is the Amazon banner. If you click through the Amazon banner and do your shopping on Amazon as usual, we get 5% of your total basket spend without any extra expense to yourself. The second is Patreon, where you can go and you can pledge as little as $1 a month, which is like 70p or something. And for that, you get After the Podcasts, which is an extra whole podcast that no one else hears but patrons. You get the occasional spoiler cast, which is where me and Ant have both seen a film that we want to spoil, like we've recently done one with Endgame. You get that on the week that we record it, rather than months down the line when the DVD or Blu-ray release happens. And occasionally we make videos and do play-alongs, which we'll be getting back to at some point fairly soon. And you get those a day early before they go up on youtube.com/abhpodcast. It's just something so that we can keep the web fee paid without having to put in too much of our own money, and keeps us on the air, doing this what we love for free, and hopefully you love listening to us. As I say, on this episode, Smokey and I had a little adventure down into Leeds, and we'll tell you about that. Give us some feedback on the episodes. You can find us on facebook.com/abhpod and Twitter @abhpod. And without further ado, we hope that Ant has a brilliant holiday. We do say that during the episode as well, and that he returns to me nice and rested, and we can actually sit down and record a podcast together for the first time in like 2 months next time round. But until then, enjoy. Well, I spent a few days on the piss. Mm-hmm. It's been quite good fun. I've been up the north for a few days, so I don't know whether my accent is starting to change it. But yeah, so a couple of days in Manchester with Jo while she was doing her standardisation thing, drinking lots of booze in the evening. Yeah.
Should we point out to your listeners that I'm not Ant?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably have done that in the... That's the thing, though, isn't it? Because we do the intros after their episode.
That's very true. I forgot about that.
It's always the way. So I'll have already said that you're here, but hey, it's Smokey. I've
Hello.
been staying with Smokey for a couple of days.
You are in the north, my friend.
I am.
The north remembers.
It does, and it's never seen me. No, but it will remember.
No. When was the last time you were up here?
Oh, I was a very small child. I don't know, like...
Yeah, Tom's sounding very healthy right now.
Yeah. This is...
Here, look, it goes to show you something when you're sounding less healthy than I am.
Yeah. This is, as I say, 4 or so days of booze.
Yeah.
Floating around my system and clogging everything, making it all a little bit on the phlegmy side, so I apologise for that.
Well, so I mean, we should point out we went to Slam Dunk.
Yes, yeah. The reason that I'm here is that we went to Slam Dunk because I was going to be in this part of the country anyway, and it just so happens it was in Leeds, which is not far from here.
It's right next door, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we should point out is a punk festival for people who don't know.
Yes, yeah. I think it's been going for a few years.
It has. But this was the first time it's been moved to a new site. And it was very good.
It was, yeah. It's weird because I've only ever been, like, the festivals that I've been to previously have all been on flat ground. This one undulated.
It really did. Which
was actually quite good for a short arse like me.
We like a bit of undulation.
Yes, who doesn't like a bit of undulation?
Dirty bastard.
You know the extent of it now as well.
Oh, yes.
So it was quite cool because you could kind of see the stage from almost anywhere that you were sat or stood.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Now, how many stages? 7?
7 or 8.
So yeah,
because it had a really cool setup in that like 2 or 3 of the stages, or had 2 stages.
Yeah.
So while one band was playing, they were setting up the next band, so there was never really much of a gap.
And in one case, doing a sound check while the other band was playing right next to them. They were so pissed off.
Oh man! 1, 2, 1, 2. Excuse me.
Yeah, the band who were playing were looking round, going, "Where the fuck is that coming from?" So it's right next to you, pal.
poor little Lights.
Oh, I know. Oh, but the lead singer of Lights, man.
Indeed. Very petite, pink-haired thing.
Mm-hmm. And that wasn't the only petite pink-haired thing we saw.
Good Lord, yeah.
They were everywhere.
We were commenting on the day because it's been a while since both of us have done festivals.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years.
Yeah. I think the last one, obviously, I went to an all-dayer last year up in London, but that wasn't really a festival, and people were kind of there. It was a Queens of the Stone Age thing, and it was
yes.
But this was like, cause pop punk, I guess. Lots of the kids were out.
They were,
and lots of the kids were out. Hanging out from under shorts or boiling over from barely their tops.
Yeah, there was a lot of
jailbait around.
Young flesh on display, which being old men.
Look, I'm not gonna say that I didn't look.
No,
and I didn't appreciate.
No,
but I did feel like a dirty old man.
Yeah. Whereas you kind of shied away from being a dirty old man. I embraced.
You must embrace
the fact, because I'm allowed.
You're allowed. Yeah. I am not.
No, it's alright. She'll never listen to this anyway.
No, it's fine. But also, like, the number of tattoos and the number of like crazy coloured hair was off the scale.
Yep. And as we remarked at the time, again praising it, not dissing it, was the androgynous sort of transgender side was on I don't know what you call it, was flowing freely.
Yes.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
All inclusive and all that. It's all good.
And that's what I love about punk events anyway, is the fact that it's, all inclusive and stuff.
But it's it was a real good day. I mean, what time we got? We got there about 1-ish?
We got there just before because we caught the last half of Anti-Flag.
We did.
Started at 1:45.
Right.
So probably about 1.
Yeah, but we got stuck in the monster of a traffic.
Oh my goodness.
In Leeds, because it seemed every fucker in Leeds was going to Temple Newsom. So.
Yeah. So we got in one of the biggest lines I've seen in a very long while to get on the bus. Mm-hmm. We couldn't find the bus first of all.
Well, we couldn't find the end of the queue.
Keep walking and walking to get to the fucking queue.
But it was very well planned.
It was.
We got on it sharpish.
Yeah.
And got there. And
our driver was a dick.
He was an absolute cunt.
There were other drivers passing us using little bus lanes. One didn't. It upset everyone.
Yeah.
But we were all united in our hate.
We totally were, yeah. But no, it was a great day. I had an absolute blast, and it was wonderful to have you up with us.
Yes, and obviously the night before you showed me a few of the local pubs,
watering holes,
establishment.
Yeah, well, as I said, we are very blessed in this town that we do have a pub for every day of the year.
Indeed.
And I took you and showed you a very small sample. And got you a Scotch egg.
Yes, which I appreciated because it was coming close to the end of the night.
Yeah.
But we don't have pubs that do that down south. It's really annoying.
That's strange. Well, it's the Peter Kay thing, isn't it? Have that out moist. Yeah. But no, we saw some corking bands.
Yeah.
So Less Than Jake, they were great.
Less Than Jake.
Sorry, Ant.
Ant will be. He's incredibly upset about not being there for. I know that for a fact. Who played basically all of their first album,
which to me was like,
yeah,
but it was still good.
But like, I really only know the old stuff anyway. So for me, it was absolutely perfect.
You were singing. You were having a good old sing. No wonder your throat's knackered. You were singing a lot yesterday.
Yeah, I do like to do a bit of singing when I'm out at these shows.
We saw a band steal one of High Frequency's songs.
Apparently so, yeah. Who was that? Was that the Interrupters?
It might have been.
I think it was.
Yeah. But yeah, what was your song? Girl Freak, wasn't it? Yeah, they just fucking ripped it off.
I mean, you know...
High Court injunction must be done.
We certainly never stole chord progressions off anyone. I mean, in 3-chord punk, you can't really...
Your song predates theirs.
I suppose.
You know?
But I think a lot of Green Day songs predated ours, so you know.
Fair days.
So I'm not gonna get too upset, especially as the Interrupters were one of the best bands of the day, anyway.
Since we have returned, we've demolished all of their videos on YouTube, because they impressed us so much. Yeah, people out there who like punk and ska and whatnot, check out.
Ska especially, like it's very kind of scarry.
Very Rancid-esque.
Yeah.
But check out the Interrupters, absolutely fucking brilliant.
Yeah. The Bronx were entertaining.
Bronx were very, very good. That's the first time I've ever seen a frontman go into a crowd for a crowd surf and return with a lei around his neck. He was like, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, he went in without and came out with something around his neck.
He
I'm
did.
not quite sure how that happened.
No.
But he went out with a corded microphone as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's a gamble.
It's impressive, but that was great because all the stagehands were holding the mic, the mic cord above the crowd,
like a telegraph pole or something, wasn't it?
It was wonderful.
It was awesome.
Forgive the sound on the microphone, dear listeners. My bearded dragon is fighting to get out of his cage.
He wants to get involved.
Come here, dude. Sorry for the audio. No, are you going to behave? Alright. Sorry. We saw Bad Religion.
Bad Religion.
They were awesome.
Yes, it rained all through their set. It pissed. It was a really, really good day.
It was.
As we were saying, you know...
We've caught the sun?
Yeah. I've got ridiculous sunburn and I've got two bands around my wrists. So I've got white bands around the wrists. And not the hands and the arms.
But it was one of those really weird English weather things of it. You know, the sun was coming through the clouds, so it didn't feel that hot.
Yeah.
But it was good. And how the hell we've caught the sun that much? I have no idea.
No, mental.
It is.
Because I saw people wandering around with crazy sunburn.
Yeah.
Do you want to come over here onto the sofa? Is that what's going on?
That sounds like you're talking to me, dude.
No,
that sounds wrong. He's talking to my dragon. Is he going to jump?
Come on, mate.
Again, only podcasts ever that get interrupted by a bearded dragon.
Yes, it's never happened before. We used to have dogs.
That's true, yeah.
Bearded dragon now. Doesn't make quite as much noise.
No, well, give him time. Give him time. Oh, he's going. Jump! Oh, there we go. I wonder if the mic picked that up.
Probably. It's not bad.
But then, unfortunately, I say unfortunately, but I mean, it was for you. We saw NoFX.
We stuck around for NoFX, who were headlining on their own stage, and they were pretty awful.
Yeah. See, as I said at the time, it was sort of like because I've never really heard them before, really, and so I was sort of like, well, I'll watch them, because Tom wants to see them, and I was just stood there going, these aren't very good, but it was like, oh, Tom must be enjoying it. It turns out you weren't.
No. Well, it spent about 5 minutes chatting right at the very beginning before even playing a song.
That was weird.
Which they do. And I've seen them before, and they are a little bit loose. But this was kind of off the scale, really.
It was like they couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Like they were, Fat Mike wasn't even singing some of the song. They were messing bits up, which they are prone to do, but normally it's not every song.
And it was every song as well, because they kept commenting on it as well.
Yeah.
They kept on going, oh, you missed that bit, oh, you missed that bit, and it's like, well, stop missing bits then.
And they were out and out saying this is probably the worst show we've ever done, I think, at one point.
Yeah.
And that was when I was like, this ain't going well.
No.
It's not going to get better.
No.
So we made a hasty retreat, and beat the crowds back to the bus.
We did bloody well, mate. Yeah. And then a brief stop off at Weatherspoons in Leeds.
Indeed.
As we had about 15 minutes to kill before a train, which, in this country means time for a pint.
Time for a swift one.
Or a gin.
Or gin in my case. I just needed something else with a bit of different flavour to beer. I was getting that, like...
Well, we didn't exactly have the most amount of choice when we were at the festival, because there never is.
No, there never is.
No, but the Amstel did us alright. And you said you needed a different flavour. So did I. I had a Newcastle Brown Ale.
It's subtly different.
Yeah. Then we got to a pub when we got back to York, and I got told to take my hat off.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Yeah, because you were covering your face like a shady villain.
Apparently so. But I was just reading this morning. I think we did well to be out of York yesterday, because there were 20,000 people were around here for the horse racing.
Oh, for the horse racing.
20,000.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's not exactly a big area.
No, that was it. On the way to the station yesterday, all the
cunts. sorry. Yeah, you can tell
I mean, yes.
I live around here. I have to deal with it.
You live right next to what's the racecourse called?
It's just York Racecourse.
York Racecourse.
Yeah. So I live literally, about a minute from it.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of people in suits, a lot of women in dresses, and already on the cans of Stella at about 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we were offered a beer.
Oh yeah, on the way to the station.
On the way to the station.
Do you want a beer, lads?
Not even. I think it was about 11:15 or something.
About that, yeah.
And I just was like, it's far too early for a Stella.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never time for a Stella in my book.
No.
It's not a nice lager.
It's no. Of all the choices you can have, that's not at the top of my list. But it was like, no, we're good, thanks.
Yeah.
Because then, to be fair, the night before we didn't stop drinking until about 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
So.
It's been a bit like that.
Yeah.
Like, even in Manchester for the 2 nights I was there, we were up past 1 or 2 in the morning as well. Because she was literally come on. Because she was literally working around the corner. So 10 or 9 in the morning, you don't have to get up that early.
No.
So we finished Game of Thrones entirely.
Nice.
While we were there, that was what we were up doing.
I mean, you were up doing Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So you've done all 8 seasons in how long?
About 6 weeks.
That's pretty impressive, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only halfway through the last season, so no spoilers.
I'm not going to talk about it. But
No.
lots of people have been complaining about the writing of this final season, but I've had absolutely no problem with it at all.
What I've seen so far has been absolutely fine. Yeah, I've got no complaint. But there's something that seems to only really, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's only just happened this kind of year. Is people are talking about the statute of limitations for spoilers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't think a month or 2 is enough.
No.
It needs to be about 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be, I remember Game of Thrones being spoiled on the day. Like, because I basically knew what happened throughout the series through listening to podcasts anyway, like Nerd Church especially.
Oh, they were bastards.
You know, they were always
still are
about it. Yeah.
All of you.
And other things like the Kevin Smith ones where they would talk about it.
I've had to sort of pause about half a dozen podcasts in the last few weeks for spoilers of Game of Thrones and Endgame.
Because you've not seen that either.
I know. I've been planning to go see it with someone, and unfortunately, it's just kept getting cancelled. So I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and go by myself.
I went 3 times, twice on my own.
Jesus Christ!
Just because I wanted to see it again.
Wow, seen it 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Well.
It's dense. Let's put it that way.
I can imagine. Well, with that many characters, it's got to be, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's an event as well. You know.
Of course it is.
It will never happen again.
No. Well, they're not going to do another 15 years of standalone movies and then do another Endgame, are they? So.
No, I can't see it. If they do, it'll be a miracle. But who knows what happens from here with that world?
Yeah. Again, no spoilers.
No spoilers. But who knows?
Yeah.
They've got to keep making money, I guess. If James Cameron's making 3 Avatar movies...
I mean, who gives a fuck? I'm sorry. I mean, Avatar... No.
It was rubbish. It looked great.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. He looked fine. It was just a shit film.
Yeah.
A bit like Titanic. It
Yes.
looked great. It was
Yeah.
just a shit film.
It's what James Cameron has done since the early 90s, I guess, is do amazing looking films that just aren't very good, you know, plot wise.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you've got Terminator 2 Judgment Day up there.
I do. One of the greatest action films ever made.
Yeah. And he did Aliens.
He
was
did.
brilliant at sequelising things that were already brilliant
That's
and
true.
making them better.
Yeah. What was it? True Lies as well. True Lies was good.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I can
We'll
live
give him
with
that.
I can live with that.
Yeah.
But he did Piranha 2 as well, isn't it? That's where he started out. So
That's right.
another
yeah.
sequel.
Yeah.
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 I think he'd rather forget about that one, but wouldn't we all?
Yes, definitely. So I know you're supposed to be recording with Ben today.
Yeah.
Have you texted him yet?
I think a postponement must be had because I've also got to work tonight as well. So
Yeah.
so I've had two days on the booze with you and a festival, and now I've got to do a night shift tonight. So I think.
Rest is required.
I think
possibly.
so. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we talk about my podcast now.
You're a podcast rated H.
Nah, that's fine.
For those who don't know.
It's
People know about it. I was on there a little while back.
You were. Yeah, reviewing Hellraiser. You did bloody well as well.
Yeah, it was nice being the first guest. Yeah. We just recently had Adam as well.
We have.
From Attaboy Clarence.
Mr. Roach, yeah, came on and spilt his beer, and well, because if you listen to the episode, it was great fun having him on, and his note taking needs to be improved. I think it's fair to say because he kept forgetting what bits were where in the film, but you know that's fair news.
It's not his usual style.
It's not, and also the fact was he was acting out bits of the film on Skype, and then he got so excited he fucking spilled his beer everywhere. So you know, but yeah, look, you know, I can't blame any man for getting excited about the thing.
No, exactly. It's
You know?
One of my favourite horror films.
It's my all-time favourite horror movie. So yeah, it's 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I remember our friend and colleague and cohort, Mr. Scotland from Stinking Paws, said that he could never rate a film 10 out of 10 because those films don't exist. And lo and behold, the other day on his show, he gave a film 10 out of 10.
Yeah. So what's that all about?
Oh no, I know some people flip and flop. You know, they just change their principles willy-nilly.
He's not strong and stable, is he?
Sorry, Scott. And while we're using his recorder to make this fucking podcast.
Yeah, I should probably delete this file.
You probably should, actually, yeah. But no, the rated H is going really well. We're having a lot of fun with it. The figures keep going up and up, which surprises the fuck out of us every month. So
excellent.
People are loving the horror and the weird, bizarre tangents that Ben and I sometimes find ourselves on, which, you know, has kind of become the staple of the show when it wasn't really meant to be.
The fact that you guys have this, like, you know, this kind of, it's not an odd couple relationship, but it's certainly like, he despairs of your perversity, while also being slightly perverse himself.
Yeah.
I think he likes to pretend.
Yeah, it's all a mask that he hides behind. My dear friend and colleague, Mr. Ben Tennyson, who is one of the dirtiest bastards you'll ever meet, but hides it behind the facade of being a family man.
Yes,
so you know,
I'm a family man. I can't swear. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, fuck that. I mean, he says cunt far more than I do. So no, he's a diamond geezer, and I always say that the show wouldn't exist without him, and it's become a kind of cliche of the show, but it's true. It wouldn't. You know, he reviews and deconstructs a film in a way that I can only dream of. So it's sort of like, you know, I'm what did he call me? He called me the Stan Collymore of the show, where I'm the colour commentator. So he explains something that goes on, and then I fill in the gaps.
Right.
I'd rather be called the Glenn Hoddle of the show, because Stan Collymore, he got caught for dogging.
Got in a bit of trouble, didn't he?
Yeah, allegedly. And so, you know,
I don't know whether it was alleged. I think it was.
Yeah, but he was also in Basic Instinct too. So you
Stan
know.
Collymore.
Yeah.
Was he?
He was. Yeah. He had a very brief part, yeah. And there was some rumour about him knobbing Sharon Stone as well, but whether that's true or not, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit like that guy. What's his name? Steve Jones on the Formula One who shagged Pamela Anderson after interviewing her. What the fuck?
Yeah. How does that happen?
I don't know. Well, more importantly, how do we get involved in that?
Yeah.
You know. You know, we're two respectable. We're two podcasters.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't go too far.
No. But
But podcasting surely hasn't done it, has it?
No one has ever got laid from podcasting alone. Although, to be fair, if anyone could, it would be Adam. It's that voice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bastard.
Yeah.
It's not fair. You know, you see that on Twitter. It's just sort of like, oh, Adam has the sexiest voice in podcasting. It's like, that motherfucker came on my show. Where was my tweet with that? I didn't get a tweet like that. It's not fair.
I know. We can only dream.
Well, we can only dream of being Adam.
I guess.
Yeah, no, that's fair days. But yeah, no, it's been wonderful having you up in the north. Please
it's been
don't
lovely to be here.
leave it so long.
No.
Next time.
No.
With this beautiful city that you know, at some point I'd like to show you during the daytime.
Yeah. Admittedly, you know, I got a very limited view of it, and mainly in the dark.
Yeah, and mainly the inside of pubs as well. Yeah. But you've had some excellent beer.
Yeah, indeed. Lots of excellent beer.
Mm-hmm. Excellent takeaway pizza.
Yes.
Which we're still eating.
Still getting through. Yeah. Oh, this is. I'm surprised that I feel anywhere near able to do this. Yeah. No, well. I've been building up my tolerance. I knew that it would be quite heavy, so.
Do I have that reputation? Yeah, already. Yeah, well, yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I can't really knock that, can I? It's a reputation I brought on myself, but no, it's it's been an absolute blast, and yeah, I just thought of the I don't know what you call it, the not, it's not ironic, but there's another word in my head somewhere, but of me postponing my own show but still doing yours.
Yeah, I know, it's slightly double standard, maybe.
Yeah, that might be the word for it. Yeah.
But I need to put something out today.
You do.
That's the
thing. We don't need to and also I edit.
Well, I don't need to, but it's on schedule. And that's away in Mallorca, which she failed to tell me about until 2 weeks ago.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
So I was like, oh right, so I've got to do something. Oh wait, I'm away.
Yeah, that's a good point. But then, you know, he did sort of pull out the bag and do an episode with Andrew.
Actually, that's a good point. I haven't talked about that. Obviously, the reason was with Andrew last week, not just because Andrew is a lovely man.
He is absolutely lovely. Yeah. Hello, Andrew. How you doing?
It's always good fun to have other people on the podcast. It's because I was at my mum's wedding the night before, and again, just didn't really feel up to recording a podcast the next day.
No, I'm not surprised. I saw the photos on Facebook as well. It looked like you'd had fun.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't out of control.
Well, no.
But yeah, we were all a bit well oiled.
Yeah. You ever been to a wedding when a fight breaks out?
I haven't.
Yeah, see, I have. But members of, you know, each family who have never met before, and the drink gets flowing. And like, I'm not going to say who it was, but like one side, I think it was the bride's side were kind of, well, gypsies, and the other side were quite upper class. Yeah. And fuck me, it was like fire and ice. It was Jesus Christ. And by the time I left, there was about 6 police vans outside.
Bloody hell!
It was nearly a fucking riot.
Jesus Christ!
It was brilliant. It was so much fun.
It was a good night out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What, when the police turned up?
Yeah, it's got to have been.
Yeah.
It's memorable at least.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I think my parents went to one, which was my stepdad's family. A fight broke out of one of theirs, but then, you know, his family's a little bit on that side of things.
Really?
Anyway.
he doesn't listen, does he?
No.
Yeah, good.
None of my friends or family listen to this.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's so much easier to get strangers to listen to your show than it is people you know.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
It's like pulling teeth to get people you know to listen to your shit. It's
because they hear your shit all the time anyway. Basically, I think that's what it is. They're like, why the fuck would I want to listen to you any more than I have to?
I had a boss years ago who said something incredibly similar. When I said, "Have you listened to my show?" and he said, "I have to listen to your bullshit at work all day. Why would I, in my downtime, want to listen to you fucking whine in my ears?" It's like, yeah. And do you know what? I couldn't blame him.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, I did have one colleague once that used to listen, and I would be walking past him at work, and he'd be like, "This is weird. Yeah. You're talking in my head right now."
And I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Although I do work with someone now who said, "Oh, well, once you get on Spotify, I'll listen." I was like, "All right, fair enough." I got us on Spotify, still hasn't fucking listened to it. So it's like, cheers.
Empty fucking promises.
But yes, Rated Age on Spotify. Thank you. Are you on Spotify?
I don't know. I don't think so.
High Frequency are on Spotify.
High Frequency are.
Yeah.
For which I have to apologise to your dad, of course, for forgetting the CDs. I brought them up to Manchester, and I put them in the wrong bag, and that bag went back with Joe.
I have no idea who you're talking about because I assume you're talking about Harold, but I have no idea what relationship. Yeah.
Sorry, I got that confused.
Yeah, dude, what are you doing? Don't spoil the mystique.
Fucking game away. So Harold, I apologise. There will be one coming in the post though, and what I'll do is I'll get Ant to sign one as well, rather than it just be me.
Bless you.
And that will make up for the fact.
It will make up for the fact,
I'll send it to the post in the jiffy bag.
Should you tell your listeners the cringe-inducing thing of the other night when we were having a YouTube battle and I put on High Frequency? You wanted to bury your head.
God. Yeah. Yeah, so...
Oh, sorry to interrupt, mate. Can we point out about the racist factor of High Frequency?
I mean, it's not. you like to think that it is.
It is.
That's not what I'm saying.
It was the song Apathyville.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you sing the lyrics several times that I'm all blacked up and ready to go. I just want to put anyone who has that, and I know like Bobby P and various other people have copies as well. Listen to the song, or stick it on YouTube. Apathyville by High Frequency, and hear Tom being incredibly racist.
I mean, the word blacked and packed do sound quite similar. I'll give you that.
I'm all blacked up and ready to go.
I certainly have never.
Let's go.
I've certainly never blacked up before. I don't encourage that kind of behaviour.
No, you don't encourage it, you just think about it.
Yeah. No, it was, YouTube battles were had where we were plucking songs from the past.
Absolutely.
Up and placing them on the TV.
It was wonderful.
Which is it's a game that Joe and I like to play, but have stopped playing because it leads to 3 o'clock in the morning and you're like, oh fuck!
Well, that's kind of when we stopped.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Or when the beer ran out.
Yeah, more to the point.
But it's always good, especially, with people you've never played with before, because you get so many great videos that you just go, oh fuck, I remember that one. Yeah. Or ones you've never seen before. The Tesla song "Need Your Lovin'" with all the music video cliches in.
That was really funny.
That's it. I got shown that years ago, and what a video! It's one of the best music videos ever because it just has.
It breaks things down and breaks them apart. And points out all the cliches.
It's wonderful. "Bomber" by Contrast, which was the Sound of Music style one in the hills.
Yes. Yeah. What the fuck?
You were not ready for that at all.
No, I wasn't. That was just bizarre. Really, really weird. And your country guy as well. He was really good.
Toby Keith, yeah, who I used to really like because I'm not really big into country, as most people will know, but some of his music videos are absolutely outstanding. And then, he fucking performed at Trump's inauguration, and so he went rapidly downhill in my estimation. But he was very honest about it. He went, "Do you see how much they're paying me?" It was like, fair dues, mate.
Yeah. I mean,
money's a great leveler.
Yeah.
even when it's your pride concerned. You know? It's like they said to us right now, this is right, can you record a podcast with President Trump, Tom, Smokey? Here's 50 grand. Fuck yes.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah.
I'd sell out. I've always said that I'd sell out. Like.
Absolutely. Well, let me put it this way. I mean, you call it selling out, or you could call it whoring, which I'm more than happy to do.
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. On the next Rated H, I'm reviewing a film. We do a recent watch review before we do the main film, and I'm reviewing a film purely based on the fact that one of our Twitter followers is in the film.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, an American. No, is she American? She's like, well, she's an actress called Katrina Gray, and
Right.
she's in a horror film, and I'm literally reviewing her film just because she follows us on Twitter.
Well, you better say nice things.
I'm not going to be able to say very much nice things about it, unfortunately, because it was pretty shit. But yeah, I mean, she's a lovely woman, and she's very very nice to us on Twitter, and she's a great actress. But unfortunately, the film she happened to be in just wasn't very good. But hey ho, you know, I'll be honest. But I'm still whoring myself out for my Twitter followers.
Absolutely, you've got to do it. You've got to play the game. We don't have enough Twitter followers, and we don't do films.
Well, I don't have any Twitter followers at all. Although I got followed the other night by another actress, an American actress who was in. She's been in like Mad Men and Castle and Bosch, which is a show I really love. Yeah. And it was like, why? Why is she following me?
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
When stuff like that
I
happens.
don't get it.
Like Joe is being followed by Chris Shiflett from the Foo Fighters.
I remember you mentioning that on the
And
show
every
a few
now
weeks
and then
ago.
she checks just to make sure he's still there, and he is.
Yeah.
It's like he only follows like I think it's in the tens of people. And you're like...
And he follows Joe?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a bit strange.
That's kind of random.
Yeah.
Well, I bet she loves that.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just, it just came out of nowhere, really.
Wow.
And that's I don't know whether I've got anyone famous on mine. Tay Sunday, possibly.
Nice.
The bloke who did Chocolate Rain.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. So that's a gay porn, isn't it?
Well, it might as well be.
Interracial gay porn.
You know me and my blacking up.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, the cat's out of the bag now, mate.
It is, yeah.
You know.
I've just got to own it now. Or make a lengthy apology video.
Well, they never go down well, do they? No.
Look at the Johnny Depp Amber Heard one.
Well, but it turns out that she was very abusive in the relationship as well.
Apparently so,
Yeah. But then do you know what? If you're with if you're with a woman who looks like that, are you really going to be bothered if she hits you? I'm not.
Yeah. It depends.
Maybe that's stereotypical.
Depends in what context.
I'm not talking about beating you off. I'm talking about beating you. Oh, this took a turn. There's me trying to convince people I'm not the pervy one from my show. Oh, my mask is sick.
I have to subvert it.
You have to pervert what?
It.
You have to pervert it. Oh, there's a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Any ever here? I have to pervert it. Yeah. How long have you guys been going now?
We're in our 6th year.
Jesus Christ,
I
man.
think it started in 2012.
Wow. Starting off with your gaming headsets and
Yeah.
shit that you recorded on, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Rock Band mics.
That was it, yeah.
And Ant had a gaming headset, but he put a little bit of foam over the...
Over his mouth. Yeah,
And,
wow.
Yeah, and now I've got Scott's Zoom.
You do? Yeah, cheers, Scott.
Scott, you've got to take it back. It's not mine, I feel bad.
Don't leave it here.
I can't, I have to take this home so that I put the episode out.
That's true, yeah. And also, you can't edit on the train.
No, which was my plan.
Mm-hmm.
But now I have to do that when I get home.
So it's 12:10.
Yeah.
Or according to, was it Anti-Flag, where he goes, it's 12:30 in the morning. It was like, oh, it's fucking
No, it's
nice in the afternoon, you dickhead.
And it's like gone 1 o'clock. as
Yeah,
well.
that's true. It was after 1.
They didn't even start at 12:30.
It's like, if this was 12:30 in the morning, A, your power would be turned off because there was a curfew.
Yeah.
And B, it would be fucking dark.
Maybe it's 12:30 back in Pennsylvania.
Bloody Americans!
Yeah.
What is wrong with them?
At least none of them got the town name wrong. A lot of them were saying Slam Dunk though, as opposed to Leeds.
Yeah.
I heard a few Leedses.
Yeah,
But,
Leeds.
Leedses.
Is that
But
a
I always listen out just in case, because I love it when like pop stars or rock stars get the name of the town wrong.
Hello, Cleveland.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think at Reading one year someone said London.
Oh, I thought you said they were going to say reading. They just happened to read it.
Festival.
Yeah. It's a great book festival. Is the reading festival? Yeah. But no, it was a great time. Obviously, our voices are a bit fucked because a bit of shouting and very dusty.
Yeah.
And we have caught the song. My neck's on fire.
Yeah, I woke up this morning, my forehead felt like it was cracking. You know, when you move it and it just feels super tight.
I hate waking up feeling super tight. Yeah, it's never good, is it?
When it moves.
It's like getting morning wood and rolling over, isn't it? That's always painful. Highbrow listeners. That's what you came here for?
Indeed. But they were. We got told off by a man on a train. The trolley man.
What the fuck? I felt like a child. I felt like a scolded child. Should we bit of context?
Chastain. So we were getting on the train from York to Leeds.
Well, but it was the Manchester Airport train, so it was really busy.
And it was only 3 carriages long.
Which
was a tiny chat train.
For that time of day, it was absolutely fucking ridiculous.
And it was packed. It was standing room only, but standing room shoved down the aisles as well.
Yeah.
Not just near the doors.
No.
We had to move halfway down the carriage and still were standing.
Yep. And our conductor, in his infinite wisdom, decided that now was the perfect time to do a trolley service.
Yeah. And he was adamant he was going to fucking do it. He
Oh,
was going to get that trolley past all of us.
He was not to be denied
No,
in
was like,
his ultimate mission.
He came up to me and was like, "Can you sit down?" And I was like, yeah.
Sit!
No, it was like that. What the fuck?
And then he gets to me.
And there were 2 girls as well who were
hello.
next to us, and he told them to move it as well. And then he told you, "Can you move down a bit?"
And I did.
And you did.
And apparently...
He went and sorted out some old woman as well.
Choose your words carefully, my friend.
I'm doing it on purpose.
I know you are. But yeah, that gets to the innocent Smokey.
Yeah, comes back to you. No, move further down.
Move further down. I went, but I have moved. No further. I was like, I'm sorry, mate, I misunderstood you. And he almost shoved me. And I was like, oh, I'm going to throw you off the fucking train in a minute.
But quite how, what the point of putting a food and drink trolley service on that fucking train at that time?
I don't
and
understand.
then implementing it as well, you can see that you can't get past these people. There are too many people for you to push your poxy trolley down the aisle. What are you doing?
It was a bit weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did. I haven't been told off like that in a long time.
No, it felt weird. I was like, I'm too old to be talked to like this by another person who's not that much older than we are.
He was only good. Only his sort of early 40s or so. But
Yeah.
he was sort of like, shit, right, okay.
Oh,
I didn't realise people like that still existed.
no.
Although I was telling you, about a customer the other day who was in his late 40s, early 50s at where I work, which is I won't say the exact place, but I work in a hotel.
Yeah.
And he was a Scottish guy. He asked me for something that didn't fucking exist. And when I told him this, he went, duh.
Honestly,
He
mate.
actually said, duh.
I might have tried knocking some teeth out. I really would.
If I hadn't just started, I literally just started my shift. If I hadn't, I think I might have lost my temper. But I was so taken aback that this was my first customer of the night. He was like, "Hey," and I said, "Well, I was very professional." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. No, it really doesn't exist." And he goes, "Are you stupid?"
Oh man.
And he was like, "Mate, you do not say that to people in customer service.
No.
You really fucking don't."
No, because you're not going to get your fucking way.
No.
Like, no matter how accommodating you are.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't tell you the addendum to that though. That he was booked in for 2 days, but he checked out after 1. Fuck you, pal.
Because he couldn't charge things to his room.
Well, that pissed on his bed, but yeah. His wife wasn't happy. She was in it at the time. Although she was kind of into it.
So I was going to say it wasn't a request then.
Well, do you know what? If just to spite him, like his wife had asked me to nail her, I would have done it.
Yeah.
Regardless of what she looked like. I would have just gone, fuck you, pal, I'm doing
Just
your wife.
On principle.
Absolutely. if you can fuck a knobhead's wife on principle, do it. That's a rule for life, kiddies from Smokey.
Listen to your Uncle Smokey.
Absolutely. Everyone should listen to their Uncle Smokey. And I actually am an Uncle Smokey, but my nephew doesn't listen to me in the slightest.
Right.
So, well, he's 16, he don't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know. All he cares about is Xbox and wrestling.
You won't get respect off him now until he's in his 30s, probably.
Bullshit, I won't get respect off him ever. What do you do, Uncle Smokey? Oh, you work in a hotel and you do podcasts. Nah, couldn't give a fuck. No, doesn't give a shit. Well, even when I was a manager of a cinema, which you think key to your, nephew's heart when he's a teenager, doesn't like films. Who the fuck is he? He's not a member of my family.
No, clearly not. Disown him.
I will. I mean, well, he takes after his dad a little bit, who, if it doesn't have Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci in it, he doesn't give a fuck. So, which is really annoying, especially when you want to watch a film.
Yeah, you've only got really, really limited options.
A little bit, yeah.
It's gangster films or Meet the Fockers.
Oh, God. Or Warburton's adverts.
Oh, God, what is that about?
De Niro, you had it all.
It's like Harvey Keitel, though, isn't it? Like,
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All these well-respected actors, what are they doing?
Taking a massive paycheck, I'd imagine.
Well, yeah. I mean, we can't.
For virtually no work.
We can't criticise because we are the podcasters who are
again,
going to interview Donald Trump.
Yeah.
But then it always reminds me of Bill Murray in Lost in Translation.
Right.
Because he's over there, Japan, and he's doing an advert for whiskey.
That's right.
And they go, a bit more Sean Connery or something like that.
Yeah.
Or was it a bit more James Bond, and it's like, well, if the money's there. Yeah. Although, as I think it was my podcasting colleague, Mr. Taylorson, who commented that I think it was the Halifax adverts are the worst at the moment. The Hanna-Barbera characters.
They're awful, aren't
They've even raped the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Which I have to change channel whenever it comes on because it drives me up the wall.
Yeah, it's that fat bloke off the Halifax being inserted into the hotel sequence with Slimer.
Sorry, that fat bloke being inserted sounds
into
so
the hotel
wrong.
sequence and getting slimed.
Yeah. My word. Yeah, it's just wrong. What are they doing to our childhood?
I don't know.
It's not good.
Yeah. Just awful. Adverts are the worst things anyway. I hate adverts.
They are terrible. Yep. And as we say, it's just all famous people coming over and making a load of money.
Yeah.
At least when
taking our jobs.
It's
going dangerously Brexit.
Stealing our... Oh, let's not go into Brexit. I know this is anywhere but here, and we're coming to the end of the episode, and we need to do a bit of politics.
No, we don't.
We do. So Theresa May started crying.
Yeah.
And no one in this country gave a solitary fuck, which was brilliant. As I've said on our show, is that when it comes to Twitter or social media, is like I avoid all the negative stuff because I hate that.
Yeah.
But when it came to Theresa May, it was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. I'm going to bathe in the negativity.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss May, you fucked our country. No, you want my sympathy? No, I don't think so. You're not having it.
Yeah, so she's officially leaving in June, right?
She is, and according to the news that I read this morning, Michael Gove has announced his candidacy. I think if that's the correct word. I'm sorry, Govey, but you can fucking jog on.
Pob face, prick.
What? Oh God, he's got a face you want to smack.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not illegal to say that, is it?
I don't think so. No.
That's fair.
It would be chauvinist if you said it about a woman, but as it's another bloke, it's fine.
I think you're probably right. But I mean, what the fuck? I mean, do they really think that our best options are Michael Gove or Boris Johnson?
Mate, this is the thing, though, isn't it? It's like if she steps down, the possible alternatives are just as bad, if not worse.
I mean, that's the problem, though, isn't it? I mean, we complain about Theresa May, and then we look and go, look at the alternative.
Jacob Rees-Mogg. Or Boris Johnson.
Yeah, I will say something about Rees-Mogg, but not about Jacob, about his dad, whose name escapes me at the moment.
Yeah.
But got to give him credit because, believe it or not, because he was Director General of the BBC for a brief time.
Oh right.
And it was because of him that Red Dwarf exists.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
The sort of the program directors had sort of said, no, we're not going to make this sci-fi comedy because it will never work on British television. He read the script of the pilot and said, make it.
Oh right.
And that's why Red Dwarf exists.
Yeah.
So, bit of credit to his old man.
Yeah.
But Jacob Rees-Mogg can go fuck a fence post. So.
Yeah. Sideways.
With barbed wire on it. Yeah. Deary me. But yeah, we have to do a bit of politics.
That's the politics. It's true. Yeah. There'll be,
Yeah. Just before
keep the purists happy.
Just before we sign off, we should mention that on the bus home from Slam Dunk, we did write both our podcast names in the steamed up windows.
Yeah.
Which I had to write anywhere but here because I thought writing ABH on the window was that might look a bit wrong.
ABHpoo.com.
Oh yes, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. In the steamed up window, abhpod.com looks a little bit like abhpoo.com. So yeah, so if you take anything from this episode, listeners, that's it.
It's that,
Yeah.
No, but it's been really great hanging out with you for a couple of days.
It's been wonderful
seeing in your abode.
Yeah.
And,
meeting my dragon.
Round your ends, meeting your dragon.
Yeah.
Drinking.
That again, that sounds wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah, that could be a euphemism.
It could, yeah. He came over, he met me dragon, and then he fucked off. He came to the north, and that's all he did. He had to play with me dragon, and then he went home.
To be fair, it sounds like Game of Thrones.
It does a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah.
I came to the north, I saw a dragon.
Holy shit! I live in Game of Thrones. There you go.
And now I'm off down to King's Landing again, where it's nice and warm.
Yeah. We've got to go to the old railway station, haven't we?
We do, yeah.
Shit.
10 minutes or so. But yeah, no, it's been lovely being up here. It's been a wonderful couple of days.
It has.
Thank you for your northern hospitality, sir.
Yeah, well, as you call, would you call me your correspondent in the north? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still rocking the old southern accent. It's still going. It's come back a little bit more since you've been here. But
it does happen that way.
It always happens when Harold's here as well. And the old southern accent comes back. It's even coming back even more now.
Coming down to Medway.
I will be down to see you and Anthony in the very near future.
Absolutely, you can come into the pod.
I want to come into the pod. That sounds wrong as well.
And do a bit of clicking to Christ.
I need to do 5 clicks to Christ, mate. Yeah. Because I'm going to beat fucking Mr. Roach, I tell you. That's my aim. Who's top of the leaderboard now?
The leaderboard for guests, I think it's Daniel's son.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He did it quite quickly.
I'll beat him.
Me and Ant are way out of it. No, Ant did better than me this time around.
I'll beat Daniel's son. That's my own then. Yeah. Sorry, Adam. Yeah, I'll beat Daniel's son instead. Yeah. But no, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Obviously welcome anytime.
And thank you for having me on ABH again. I've got to be near the top of the leaderboard of appearances.
Full-time appearances by other people.
It's about my 5th or 6th, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean, if you count all those ones that were multicasts.
I do count those.
Yeah. I mean, they were mental. What the fuck were we thinking?
They were good fun.
They were good fun.
They were great fun.
But they made absolutely no sense.
No,
because there were like 10 people on a call.
but we had Sean on from Nerd Church. We had Jake from the Ridgecast and Bobby P. And and Scott and Charlie and it was great fun. Yeah, absolutely loved it.
Maybe we'll do that again one day. There's fewer podcasts around though, that's the thing.
That's a shame, isn't it?
We need to find more friends.
We do. We made it. Oh, we need to mention Steph, who we met yesterday.
Oh
at the
yeah,
festival,
of course, right.
Who we didn't tell that we did podcasts.
No, but we're going to shout her out anyway.
Fingers crossed to the lovely, gorgeous blonde Steph who asked me for a cigarette, and I duly obliged.
Yes,
she was lovely.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, who you gave a high five to because you both bottled someone at a festival.
That's right, yeah, we both bottled Charlie off Busted, but in Flight Star. Busted with a hidden act, weren't
The
they?
surprise band were fucking busted. What a bunch of cunts.
And all the kids loved it.
The crowd was huge.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
One of the biggest.
Yeah. If Brexit wasn't depressing enough, that cherry on the fucking top, my friend.
And on that note, yeah, till next time, and should be back. It'll be the first time we've podcasted together in nearly 2 months at this point, which is just bizarre.
It is bizarre. Yeah, hope you have a good holiday.
Yeah, hopefully the rest of the holiday's lovely. You're listening to us by a pool, you fuck.
Enjoy.
Enjoy the sun. We got sunburn.
We did.
So
hope you do too.
Yeah, you. So for this episode of Anywhere But Here, I've been Tom.
I've been Smokey.
Bye!